Hey guys, I'm gonna try to do a video today. I'm actually really upset today. I've had like the worst morning I probably have ever had in a very long time. Um, I'll start off saying I don't normally go out without somebody with me with the kids because with Bree being special needs and disabled, it's really hard to go out with just me and both of the kids. My son is super active and he's extremely smart. He knows what he's doing. Um, and that's not saying that he's a bad child. He's not a bad child at all. He's really smart. And if I tell him to stop, he stops, stuff like that. But there are days that he has his little 2-year-old attitude because he only is two. He's not supposed to be thought of as a child that can be, completely in order. He is two. There are 2-year-old moments. Regardless of how well you train and discipline your children, they still have 2-year-old moments. Um, that being said, today was a 2-year-old day. As normally when I gotta get up and get Sissy ready and stuff, and yes, I do have help. It's usually my mother or my boyfriend. Sometimes my sister. I do have help getting them ready to get out and go, whatever. Well, I think I could probably count on a handful, like on a hand, how many times I've been out by myself with me and just the kids. Um, But anyway, today had to be one of those days because my daughter had a school meeting and I had to be at the school meeting. Uh, she has not started school yet. This was supposed to be the last meeting, and I think I was supposed to actually get information on her starting school, on which day she was starting, this, that, and the other. And yeah, not. So, anyway, this morning, my son decided that he did not want to help me at all. He didn't want to help me dress him. He did not want to help me dress Sissy. He did not want to help me get his snacks and his drinks and stuff so that we can head out the door. So my normal, probably about 20 minutes getting them ready turned into like 35, 40 minutes because he just did not want to help me whatsoever. And that's actually been what's helped us a lot is that he learned how to do his own, food. Well, he learned how to get it out of the cupboard even though we have child locks on him. Um, you know, he knows how to put on his shirts and he knows how to put on his pants. He knows how to do stuff like that. Even though I've never really, forced him to learn. He just did it on his own really. And yeah, today was not that day. He didn't want to take off the clothes he was wearing. He wanted to stay in those clothes even though they were night clothes. He didn't care. He wanted to go out in public in pajamas and I wasn't allowing it because we're going to a school. So, yeah. Um, anyway, and my daughter hates getting her hair done. I mean, hates getting her hair done. I had to do her hair because I can't make her, or I can't send her to school with her hair looking like I hadn't brushed it in days, even though I brushed it just yesterday. So, I had to do all that. She's screaming. He's upset because I have to keep going in and out of the car to put in his car seat because 2 days ago he threw up all in his car seat, and so I had to put it all together, put it in the car, because I obviously bring it out 2 days ago and clean it. Um, I had to put it all together this morning, put it back in the car, make sure that it wasn't going to fall over, it was in there correctly, everything like that, on top of getting those two put together and, in clothes that didn't look like I just let them sleep in them and be in them for days and days on end, which I don't, but it kind of looked like that this morning. If they hadn't changed, it would have looked like that if I would have gone to school like that. Now, I don't know why I didn't do today, but I normally put, my keys either in the diaper bag I'm carrying or if I have a pocket. I did not have pockets today. I was wearing leggings. Um, I did not have pockets today, but I had a sweater on that had pockets, but I didn't have that on until afterwards, till everything was over and done with, and I had already left the keys inside the house. So, Yes, I laid down my keys. After I'd done all this, I laid down my keys and I'm like, well, I need to go get the kids, everything. I lay them down, I pick my daughter up, and I walk out. There's one thing I forgot. Pick the keys back up. I am so frustrated. The kids are in the back street already screaming, and we haven't even left the driveway yet. I'm sitting here thinking maybe I was smart enough and I put them back in the diaper bag. Not in the diaper bag. They're not in the back seat where sometimes I would lay them when I'm putting them in the car seats. Not back there. They're nowhere. And all I can think about is I'm sure I did not pick them back up when I laid them on the arm of the couch to pick up my daughter. Very sure of it. So I call my boyfriend. He starts yelling. He's mad at me because I'm stupid and I left keys. I've never done this, guys. Like, I have never, ever, ever in the history of having car keys and house keys, I have never lost them. Well, I've lost them. I don't even know how I lost the one, but I have never left them inside. I've always made sure I had the keys to leave. There was one time that I left with my sister, both of the kids. She left her keys because she didn't think she was going to need them because we were in one vehicle. And when we got home after the day we gone to a couple of places or whatever, we got home and we realized that the key that was for the house was no longer on its key ring. We don't know where it went. We don't even know how it came off because the key ring was still there. So we don't know where it went or why it went. And we had to wait for my mom to come home, which fortunately was actually only about it was probably about 30 minutes. We came home about 30 minutes from my mom would be coming home. And so we didn't have to wait that long, and it wasn't a terribly hot day, so it was totally fine. And plus the kids had a pool outside, so the kids just played with their pool. Yeah, they did. Anyway, so that is the only time that I've had any problems with keys. Like, I've never done this. And on the one day because I'm actually like here alone, and I'm going to be here alone for a while because it's a rare occasion where my mom or my sister will not be home. And so that means that all day I will be alone because usually by about 2-3 o'clock I have extra help during the day. And I won't. Today or tomorrow, will be alone with the kids. Now, that's not a bad thing because I'm always alone with the kids, but I've always had, somebody that could come in and take over a little bit to where I'm not totally overwhelmed with everything. But there's family stuff going on right now that they had to take care of back in our actual home state. And, it was either they go or I have to go with both of the kids, and that was going to be an absolute nightmare. So, yeah, here we are. Guys, I am so frustrated. I started crying because, my boyfriend yelled at me. I had to call the school, and I'm like, I'm not this irresponsible person. I promise you, this is the first time I have ever done this in my entire life. That I've ever left the keys inside the house. This is the first time. I've never done something like this. I was trying to get them to get ready. He was being very, very ornery this morning. I was very frustrated because he just was not helping. He wasn't even trying to do his stuff. Because, on certain days he has his little 2-year-old days and whatever. That's cool. You don't have to help me. You're 2. But he likes to. But usually if he doesn't want to help me with Sissy, he usually does help himself. Like, he does his stuff while I'm trying to deal with Sissy so that because he knows that I have to, Bree can't do anything. She can't dress herself. She can't lift her arms up for me when I tell her to lift her arms up. I have to, in, out, like it's a lot. It's a lot, and I am overly whelmed, tired. Like, I was not able to really sleep. The last 3 nights, I have not really been able to sleep. I got my last injection on Wednesday, which is the day he actually threw up in the car. I got my last injection, and ever since then, I just have not felt right. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I've been on these injections for my asthma. My asthma just fell apart with my son. Now, I found out recently that apparently there are different types of asthma, which I kind of knew, but not in the sense that I know now. But there was a very severe asthma, and then there's mine. Now, mine is very, very aggressive and very, very severe. And they grouped it in with this other one because they couldn't find a difference. Well, as studies have gone on and technology has advanced and science has advanced, they have found a different component in this one. And it's a very rare one. And of course, I must have the very rare one. Why not? Let's throw that into the mix of my entire crazy life. Yes, I need the rare, strange disease that they don't even really know. And this explains why I've been good for months, and then one day I can't control my asthma for nothing. Because they've been prescribing me as this type instead of the actual one I have. Because they didn't know about it until probably about a year or so ago that it was a difference in them. It was great. That's nice. So that's why I've had so many problems, because I've been asthmatic for about 24 years. My entire life, guys, I have been asthmatic. My mom knew the day that I came out there was something not right with my lungs. I came out and I was making some weird, she called it like a heavy breathing, but you could kind of hear a wheezing behind it. I mean, I was couple hours old and my mom's like, there's something not right with her lungs, there's something not right here, she's not breathing correctly. They told her nothing's wrong, I'm fine, sent me home. And from there on out, I spent a lot of time in the hospital because they couldn't figure out why I was having such a hard time breathing. To come to find out that my lungs were just riddled with asthma. But they wouldn't diagnose me till I was 5, guys. I was born in 1995. They did not diagnose me until 2000. But they did not diagnose me until 2000. That's insane, guys. Like, it took them 5 years to diagnose me. Because they kept telling my mom I was fine, there's something wrong with me, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just, you know, they basically told my mom that I was just kind of making this up. Oh, yeah. Because a 2-year-old can so make up that she can't breathe. Yup. Sure we can. Come on, guys. But anyway, so I've had problems with my asthma for a long, long time. Now, this is the first time I've gone almost a whole year without having a lot of problems. I've had a few because of the weather changes and stuff, and I'm always going to, because the weather change just messes up anybody with asthma, or really anybody, period, honestly. So I've, been dealing with that and doing all that. Well, I'm not feeling too great from the injections. I don't really feel that great a couple days afterwards. And I don't know. I haven't been able to sleep that much. I've just been kind of sick feeling. Literally last night, I've had actually 2 days really bad, because last night we had to go to WIC, and they have changed up the WIC program now to where we have this little card thing or whatever. And it sounds a lot simpler. Yeah, it is a lot simpler. I can't even say the word today. It is. It really is, because the moron we had last night, I don't think would have figured out the paper slips. because he really couldn't figure out the card. He kept putting it as a debit card, and you had to put it as a WIC card, and he was stupid. Yeah, very stupid. But anyway, because I kept telling him, I said it's a WIC card. WIC. W-I-C. WIC. Yeah, he kept putting it as a debit card because he's a moron. But anyway, besides the moron part, after it finally went through because somebody came over there and told him what button to hit. So stupid. Everything went through. Everything was fine. I put it back in the little white thing and I slid it back into my mom's purse. That's the last time I saw it. As we're getting in the car, I'm like, where's my phone? My mom's purse had it. And I was looking through it and I started realizing that I wasn't seeing the little white envelope with the card. So I'm like, where does the WIC card go? Where'd it go? Like, what's happening here? Now, to make a long story short, I called Walmart 45 minutes later on hold. 6 people in 6 different departments because the customer service couldn't figure out how to pick up a phone. They don't know this number. I don't understand. They don't know that. But 6 people in 6 different departments, they know how to pick up a phone. But customer service apparently does not. I didn't know it was such a complex motion, but it might be. Don't really know. Sorry guys. It was just insane because I was on hold for like 45 minutes for customer service and all they had to do was pick up a phone. And to find out the card's not there, hadn't been turned in, whatever. Well, after I told Mom that, I'm like, after I come home tomorrow, I'm going to have to deal with WIC and everything, this and that and the other. Because there is not, they have gotten this new app thing or whatever. There is nothing on any of the paperwork they gave me yesterday on how to call in about a lost card. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only one number that I could find on the internet, it only goes to New York WIC. So that's not going to help me here in South Carolina. Not even close to helping here in South Carolina. There was no other numbers. Nothing. There was no numbers to call in a lost card. So apparently only New York people lose their cards. I don't know. That's basically what they told me last night. I really don't understand. But anyway, after all of that nonsense is over and done with, and I'm just frustrated with the day and ready for it to end, and my mom's like, well, maybe I'll look through your wallet one time, because I've tore my wallet up, guys. I'm sitting here thinking maybe I opened it up and slid it in there, not even really realizing I had done it. It wasn't in there. There is this front flap in my wallet. It has a little button to where I pull over my thing and flap it in. I've never used this front flap because I'm so scared if I put something in it, I'm never going to see it again, because if it flips upside down, it's just going to fly out. So I've never put anything in this front flap. Now what I have a feeling is my little belt that goes over top of it wasn't buckled at the time, and when I slid it into my mom's purse, it just slid right into that little slot. So I didn't look in the little slot because I've never put anything in it, so why would I look there? You know? It was there the entire time. After I've had to deal with so many people at Walmart answering and not knowing what I'm talking about, not understanding what a card is. Yeah. It was a nightmare, guys. It was an absolute nightmare. So it's like been 2 days of just absolute nightmarish. Now here in South Carolina, I really think it's just been awful. It has been cold. It's been nasty. It has been, ever since Wednesday, I've just been off. Like, I don't know what is really wrong. I think it's just because it's cold. It's nasty. It's just dark and dreary, and I'm not doing well with it. I have not been fully diagnosed with depression, but they technically diagnosed me with postpartum depression when my daughter was in the hospital. Now, anybody that's had their kid in the hospital 2 weeks after being born and watched them die, you're going to have depression. There's no way to turn around to fix that situation to where you don't end up with depression, okay? Especially when you're watching your kid just lay there like nothing is, happening around her. She just laid there. Didn't do anything. One kid even asked me, "Is that a baby doll?" He did. He come up and asked me. It was one of the siblings to one of the kids that were. He's just running down the hallway. In the PICU, we were only curtains. There were no walls. There were no doors. We only had curtains, separating us here and separating us from the hallway. That's all it was. Via curtains. And this little kid, her curtain was open at the time. He's running down the thing, and I'm like, there's sick kids here. This kid should not be running, but whatever. It's not my problem. It's not my place to say whatever. Well, he comes in there and he goes, "Is that a baby doll? If it's a baby doll, I don't need to be here." It's not a baby doll. It's a real baby. "Well, it's not moving." "I know. Thank you. Can you go back to your mother now?" "I know. It's not moving, okay? I've been here every day. And no, she's not moving. So thank you for acknowledging that." This kid had, no manners, no nothing. He screamed up and down the hallway day in and day out, and the mom, did nothing about it. She just sat in the chair by the other child and just let him. I understand you're probably really upset that your other kid is sick, but the other one is causing other children that are sick to be very disturbed. It's not okay. You're screaming and hollering. There was a kid, she had cerebral palsy. She was diagonal from Breland, and she asked her mom, she was like, "Can I get earplugs or something, Mom?" I remember her saying that to her mom. And her mom's like, I don't know. I can ask. It was ridiculous. This little girl is trying to get better, and she's wanting earplugs because she's about to freak out. This kid's screaming all over the place. And mom wasn't doing anything about it. The nurses weren't doing anything about it. It was just why? But anyway, so I technically was diagnosed with postpartum depression. But, that was then, and this is now. Unfortunately, there is mental health problems that run in my family. I try not to associate myself with my family. Somebody's posted on my Facebook. Oh, yeah, because I wrote a Facebook post. But yeah. I try not, well, the family that I know that has this, I don't really associate with as much. And I was fine until they started screaming and hollering in the back seat of the car, and I realized I didn't have the keys. I broke. I got yelled at by my boyfriend because he was mad. I don't really know. It's not like I did this to ruin his day. I didn't do it to, make him leave work and fix my situation. I honestly thought I had it all. I was ready to roll and get out of the door, and I couldn't. I I don't even know what happened today. I really don't. So yeah, it's been a fun day, guys. I'm going to end this one, and if I could think of anything else I want to talk about, I'll probably do another video. Sorry guys for being kind of a downer today. I don't know. I'm just not having a great day. Hopefully it'll get better. It probably won't because I will be here alone with the kids until God knows what time when my boyfriend shows back up from work, because it's going to be forever like it always is. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely day and hopefully a better day than mine. Bye, y'all. Oh, well, if you have any questions, comment down below, and I definitely will answer them the best that I can. I'm sorry. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit too, probably from crying and just being upset, to be honest. It's been a horrible day, guys. But anyway, comment down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can, to the best of my ability, obviously. And yeah. Bye, guys.